Hey up, Brightsiders, it's Mark here, and today I'm bringing you yet another top 5 video, because I kind of enjoy doing these. Now, the other day I was thinking about trying to get these videos out every 3 days, but I'm not sure if I can kind of pin myself to that, because I do all sorts of different things, and I don't want to try and commit myself to something just yet. So, for the moment, I'm going to stick with what I have been doing, which is every 2 weeks with videos in between. But, yeah, anyway. So this top 5 video is going to be on video games, like my top 5 video games that I enjoy playing, that I admire as with the graphics, with the story, with pretty much any of that, because as you know, because I've said this in the past, if you've seen my other videos, I am on a gaming course at my college, so I've grown a kind of new appreciation and a much deeper appreciation for these games. And so yeah, so anyway, I'm going to do this as some are going to be series and some are going to be standalone games. So yeah, first on the list is something that I always fall back to because it combines a couple of my... Oh, God, sorry about that, guys. It combines a couple of my interests, and that is FIFA, the FIFA series. It's pretty generic. People are probably sick and tired of it, but it's a game that, even with a few minor tweaks, I can never get bored of it, and that's something that I kind of admire, the way they market them. And it's because it's a game that, throughout each different game, it only changes maybe by a fraction of an amount, and it only adds little tiny things. But somehow they still manage to sell massively every single year. And that's something that I find really intriguing as to how they've managed to do that with minimal changes to it. And it's quite a good little formula they must have there. But yeah, as I say, it's just something I enjoy, the different modes on it, that it's something you can play with friends. It's got its little bugs and stuff, but it can be quite fun even with the bugs, like when I end up pushing the goalkeeper into the net by accident. But as I say, it's something quite enjoyable for me, because, as I've said in the past, I play football myself, and it's kind of something where I get to do career modes with teams that I myself am probably likely never going to play for. So, yeah, it's something I really enjoy. The next one on my list at number 2 is GTA 5. Now, GTA 5 is a great game for escapism. That means that when you get stressed out, when you get properly just kind of annoyed at whatever it is, you can just kind of go in, play GTA 5, chill out with friends, do missions, get wrapped up in the story, and you can do things that you otherwise wouldn't want to do in the real world. Well, hopefully. I mean, as I say, I'm probably just too optimistic, when I'm in this frame of mind, but it's a chance to do things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do, a chance to buy things you otherwise wouldn't be able to buy, and just to have general fun with your friends. And so, yeah. So, I'm keeping this one a little bit shorter, I guess, because the last video I saw was about 15 minutes, so hopefully I can get this a bit lower than the 15 minutes that I had last time. So, the next game on my list at number 3 is Minecraft. Now, Minecraft is a great little game that, well, I say little, but it's a ginormous game now, that lots of people know of, all over YouTube. It's massively, vastly popular, and with a good reason. It's a great game that you can have different people playing, and they each are able to put their own little take on it. Now, it's a game where some people think, oh, it all depends on how good your building ability is. But it's not really always that way. It's a game that, even if you can barely build anything, like myself, you can still have fun with it, and you can still link up with your friends and just play, and it is quite interesting how it's broadened from a small little game to a ginormous game, and then it borders across the consoles, and it adds different mini-games to it, and it's just become a ginormous phenomenon throughout the gaming world. and it's something that I'm personally going to be looking into potentially in the future in this on this channel, to be able to do things like RPs and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's number 3, I guess. Now, number 4 is Life is Strange. Now, Life is Strange was an absolutely amazing game. The graphics in it, the art style was beautiful. It was really well crafted. The way that it had different choices you were able to do to impact the direction the game was going in. There were certain things where you would be doing something and then something little off to the side would happen that you could help and change. There were the big choices where sometimes, no matter what you do, something's going to happen, but it's just a nice little thing to be able to play. And it really brings about questions of people's morality and how people think about things. So it's just something that I personally love in a game. The way its story unravels itself and plays out like a brilliant tapestry for people, and the way it has the ability to connect you personally with the characters so that you can feel really linked in with them. So now, the 5th game in this list, which I really love, is a timeless game. It is Pokemon. Now, Pokemon is kind of, some people would say childish, but for them I'd say, sorry. Sorry, that was a bit childish, but I enjoy it. It's a game where it brings back nostalgic memories from my childhood. The first ever Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Yellow, and from there it kind of kept going. It kind of just latched on to me, and it became a part of who I was, playing Pokemon. So it's something that, again, you can compare with your friends. You can say, oh look, I caught this, what did you catch? Have you got this new game? How far are you through this? Do you want to battle? And it kind of forked out into all sorts of different things. Fan art, people making their own stories with it, people having forums for it, because at one point I was an administrator on a Pokemon role-playing text-based RPG forum, which I absolutely loved. The people on there were great. It was always something I could go to, and it felt like kind of a second family, I guess, because everyone was always there trying to help each other out, and everyone had their own problems, but we always were able to somehow be there for each other. But as I say, Pokemon is just a game that is kind of timeless, and it's just a classic that majority of people would know. And I'm interested to see how the people are going to keep it fresh, how it's going to progress in the coming years. Towards the end of this year, there is supposed to be Pokemon Sun and Moon coming out, which is going to be quite interesting to see if they've managed to make any new Pokemon. I mean, my friend Mr. Timothy has been constantly getting annoyed with some of the Pokemon that they've been making lately. Things like the garbage Pokemon Garbodor, the Pokemon Ice Cream Vanillish, which evolves into Vanillite and Vanillux or something or other like that, where its evolution, all it does is gains a flake. And it's something that we can have a laugh about, but it's still something that is able to keep going. And again, it has varying changes, but when you look deeper beyond them, it's always only ever little changes. So again, it's kind of like with FIFA, except it changes much more than FIFA, but it's still a game where they managed to keep it fresh through however many generations it's gone through now. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. So anyway, that is my top 5 games, guys. I know I done a bonus on my last one, and I was considering doing a bonus on this one, but I just wasn't able to come up with a bonus one for this, because the games I've picked are kind of quite vast between each other, but still, I feel like they cut it. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like, please subscribe, and please, by all means, tell your friends about the channel, because not only am I going to be doing these, I'm going to get back into doing my life series, and I feel like I just love helping people. So if you could tell people if you feel like they may need help, or if in future they may need help or be able to help spread the channel out, I hope that we as the Brightsiders can grow it as a community. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I will see all you guys in the next video. Peace.